I am now. Yeah. Y'all hear the sirens. They coming up in here. Get us by the end of the year. What's going on, y'all? Coach E here. GameFi podcast in full effect. Woo. That's how we do it, man. I love it. Thank y'all again for checking in with us, riding with us as per usual. We just gonna jump in this thing in this segment. You know what? Last episode we kind of talked about, what would be the best things to start getting for Christmas. What's hot and new? The toys, the movies coming out, the games coming out. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a review, and we're gonna go from there. And then I'm looking at, I did some show prep. I don't know how I usually do show prep. I just come in here and do it and whatever. But they was like, Coach E, we need you to do some show prep. So you come in there, you ready? You on fire? I'm like, I'm always fire. So we're gonna jump right into this thing here. Let's get it started. Yeah. Welcome to the GameFi podcast. We talk everything gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. We're entering the gaming segment. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk about some new games coming out. For y'all to go grab, buy for your nephews, your nieces, your sons, your daughters, for the kids inside of you. These are going to be some of the new hot games that are coming out. So we're going to go ahead and look down that list and see what's going on. We're going to have a lot of fun with today. And then we're going to do a little bit of reminiscing going on. We got your boy Jay Black producing. He in the studio. So we're just going to have a lot of fun. So we're just going to do this right now. Top video games for Christmas. I've, of course, used the Google to go down to you. So this is brought to you by Google. I am looking on a site called Gaming Hawker. And so according to the Gaming Hawker website, one of the top games that's actually coming out, and it's on every platform, PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, and X. We have Jurassic World Evolution 2. Now, I know my sons love this game. I have an 8-year-old and a 12-year-old, and they play it on their tablets, Jurassic World. So I think they would like that. I mean, if you're fans of the Jurassic Park series, the movies that came out, which is pretty cool with a lot of the special effects they were doing, you can go up there and grab you the Jurassic World 2 Evolution 2 game is coming out. Now, with the Fast and Furious series, I'm not talking about a movie. I'm talking about a game. Rise of Shifter. So this is a kind of a fantasy you play game, arcade, automotive racing game. So it's Rise of Shifter, Fast and Furious, Spy Racers, Rise of Shifter. All right. So it's pretty cool. I've never played this one, but it looks fun. I'm starting to get more and more into racing games now. Forza, NASCAR, Heat 5. Those have been fun. Mario Kart, of course. So, Fast and Furious franchise got them a video game out there. So, they just trying to take over everything. So, Fast and Furious 52 comes with a video game, I guess. But that's fun stuff. Airborne Kingdom is coming out. So this is a real-time general and strategy game. I'm big on strategy games, so I think I might give this a try. Of course, PC, all platforms, Switch and everything else. So this is like it'd probably be fun. So we've got that coming out. Now, for all you Star Wars fans, there is a new installment of Star Wars video game coming out called Knights of the Old Republic. And so you're only going to be able to play this on your Switch, your iPad, your iPhone, or the Xbox One. So this is not even showing up on PlayStation. So they got like an exclusive joint that you want to take a look at. So for my Star Wars fans. Oh, also shouts out to Georgia State University. I went down there this past week and this past Friday, and they had the students, they were doing their game design presentations. They had a whole presentation of the CMII, which is the Creative Media Industries Institute, CMII. It's pretty cool. They got a lot of good things going on there. The students came out showing all the games they were making, they were designing. Also in the maker space, they were using laser cutters to cut out board games. They had a t-shirt press. They running t-shirts up out of there. Anything you want to do, you can do out of there. So for those who are looking to get into, some that creative space, GSU, Georgia State University, CMII is awesome. So shouts out to them as well. And what made me think about that was because they actually had a rig they put together, which was a chair on hydraulics, and they had like 3 screens. And so it was like you were playing Star Wars, Rogue One, I believe they had the game. And so you were flying, you had your X-Wing or any other fighters doing your thing. And of course you can, on that one, I believe you could actually reverse roles, so you can be on the good side or the dark side in that, so you could fly as a TIE fighter as well. So it was pretty cool with real hydraulics. So my students from Crystal Ray, they got a chance to try that out, and so they were flying all over the place, and they got us into talking about cool stuff like simulators. So you could do that as well. So I'm probably gonna try that out. Now this is one I'm really gonna look into because I love mysteries. Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 coming out, man. That video game right there, so strategy, mystery, all those games. Like I said, I grew up doing like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. I did some Agatha Christie on the Wii. That was a lot of fun. So any of those type of strategies and mystery games, I love those. I love escape room type puzzle games. So all of that together is really cool. So that's my conclusion right there. So again, you got Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Then you have Airborne Kingdom, Fast and Furious, Spy Racers Rise of Shifter, and then Jurassic World Evolution Dos. Those are some good video games, so check those out at a store near you or online, as we do right now. We online shoppers. I don't know. We were talking about that earlier. You don't see a whole lot of commercials, but we're gonna talk about it when we get to the.
Are you familiar with it, like the Netflix of games? I forgot what it's called, but it's like
Oh, Steam. So it's a bunch of it's a few of those. So you have Steam where you can go in. It's like a Netflix. They have all the games. They get to upload as a designer. You can upload your games there to be played. But not to be left behind. Xbox Live. You go in there, you can get all your Xbox games, and they going into a subscription model. So a lot of video games are starting to do that. And one of the games that helped to break that mold in was Fortnite. They sold subscriptions basically for you to get a battle pass. And once the industry started to see that, they were like, oh, well, if we just do that. So Xbox decided to put all their games online. And so you don't even have to buy like the cartridges or whatnot anymore. You just go on there.
But do you still have to purchase the game?
You purchase the game online, so it's access to it. So it's unlimited, I believe. And I don't know, because I have an Xbox Live account, but my kids use it. So you do have to purchase the game to be able to use it, but you no longer have to buy like the cartridge. So in other words, you get it forever.
Something like to where it's like you pay $10 a month,
Yeah.
and basically you get the place. Like say if Madden come out, they have Madden on there, but just like Netflix, they might take it down.
Oh, okay.
But it's a subscription service like that.
Oh man, I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to let's go to the Google aid. Let's see, because that right there, on-demand gameplay will be just as good. So Netflix might have a gaming segment.
Netflix, but it's just that
Got you.
format, that model, that business model.
That is cool. So I'm finna go on-demand gameplay.
I can't think of the name, but it was a couple years I heard about it.
On-demand gameplay. So yeah, so the first thing came up was PC, PlayStation Now. They do it too. So most of your game makers like PlayStation and Xbox, they have those tools, because you used to only do Steam. Steam would be the place where you would go, they would upload, and you go in there. But those are the ones that come up early in the tops of the list. But I think that'll be cool right there, because you play a subscription model and you just get to play the game, and it could be. But I would want to be able to play the game, as long as I wanted to. And maybe you have to pay a premium for that. And that's a way that you get more money. But if you have that option, shoot, That right there. So hey, I'm giving y'all that one for free. But if y'all do that, I'm gonna come looking for you. AAA studios, AAA game makers, trying to come out there and do your thing. All right. So those are the games that I'll say go out and try. But you know what? Board games, they got love. They got tons of board games out there. They got tons of card games out there. Just go to your, Walmart, Target, or any store like that. Even go to Family Dollar or go to Dollar General, any of those stores. You can go in their toy aisle and they'll have a game section. And so you can go over there and grab some games. And I'm talking about you're going to have fun for days, man. And it also brings the family together. So that's some things you want to do. Because my family loves playing games and I love beating my children in my games. Dominoes. Oh, man. So would you be down if we put together a spades dominoes tournament with some video games and all that stuff? You be down? Okay, because we've been talking about that. I had some friends that were like, look, man, we want to do some upscale gaming and all kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? I think people would enjoy kind of doing that. So let's think about that. Everybody plays spades. Now, see, get the old folks, they play bid. You don't play bid, Wiz? That's the one. Well, no. So bid, which is a different game altogether. So spades is like so if you think about Thanksgiving, you got the kids table, the adults table. Spades would be the kids table, bid which would be the adults table. So you know how when you playing spades and you be like, man, you looking at your hand, you be like, I got all these hearts, so I wish hearts was trump. I wish that was spades. So in bid, you can do that. Your trump is whoever wins the bid, they get to say we coming in hearts or we coming in whatever based on their hand. And you got a kitty. Yeah, you can call the spade. So the trump spade group changes based on that. So that's what makes bid cool. I love doing that. That's one of the games my family play like all the time. We'll be getting down on that this Christmas. So I'm telling you, they be getting serious up in there, man. Whew, stuff get broke. Folk get a little tipsy. It's on. It's on and popping. Huh? Let me tell you something. So you got to be careful when you do partner stuff. You got to be careful, man, because I done seen some relationships go bad. Because you'll get to fussing at each other, and then you kind of know what they're doing, but then some folks be stubborn, and then you go back and forth, and it's a bad night, man. It's a bad night. So sometimes it's better not to actually play with your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, your significant other. Play with somebody else so you can go ahead and do what you need so you can go home, because you got to go home with that person. And you don't. Well, see, we supposed to. We done played so much together. We supposed to have our tales like that. But man, sometimes she just want to do what she want to do. And so I just know that's how she plays. So based on that, I just play off of that. I already know for the most part. Sometimes she'll do what I want to do. I mean, it's like generalities. Like you play low so your partner can play high. You do that, right? Or, you give them a tell to say, okay, I'm cutting, or I got the next one. You do that stuff. Sometimes she do it. Sometimes she be on it. Sometimes she don't, man. And it make for an interesting day. I'm telling you. Oh, my gosh. Woo! Makes for an interesting day. So now we're finna go ahead and switch this over. So that's the gaming segment, everybody. GameFi podcast, everything gaming, art, music, esports, and film. So now we're going into the art segment. Yeah. Welcome, Coach E here on the GameFi podcast. Game, art, music, esports, film. Welcome to the hottest Christmas special episode of the GameFi podcast, where we talk everything gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. Right now, we're going to jump off into the arts and anime section of everything. And so that was one of the things I forgot to look up, but cool. So y'all can come in with me. I'm gonna show y'all how I do this. This is how I figure out, because my wife is kind of artsy. And so, I get a lot of my ideas, but I simply go to the Google, open it up, and I put in top art and animation gifts. Because also my son is an artist as well, so I always want to think about him. So I think it's something that he'll love to have. My oldest, he loves art, and my daughter loves it too. She's more on the traditional, on the paint side, colorful art, things of that nature, and he's more of the artist where he's doing the he's drawing and he's creating things like that. So I have two artsy, and my wife, she loves art as well. She paints and things like that. So, it's always look for a good thing, see what these top gifts are. So I'm looking for top gifts for animators, okay? These are some of the ones. So you got a 3D printer. 3D printer is always a go-to. My son loves 3D printing. Shouts out again to Georgia State. They were 3D printing some things when we came over there, but they did a whole class where you had to 3D print your sculpture. Everything had to be 3D printed. So, but 3D printing, my wife even buys vitamins that are 3D printed right now. So, they are 3D printing food and things for you to be able to enjoy. So, but 3D printers are getting real snazzy right now. You got some that are like open air, so they got more room to print in, and you can use dual colors, different types of materials you can print now with metal, plastics. So, it's always good. So if you have somebody like that's really creative, they can do it. So if you created your own character, if you've created your own whatever, you can 3D print it and you can sell it. So it was just a vitamin. So I don't know if they've done food per se. Now I can go on Google. Has anybody 3D printed food yet? But you just use chemicals. It's chemicals. So if it's a way for you to dry the chemicals and do what you need to do, then you can do it. But she's been eating these 3D printed vitamins, and and it's like layered with the different ingredients for it. So energy, focus, and stuff like that gets put in there. So it's pretty cool. But that's what they doing now. No. She don't. She buys them. She buy them. Yeah. Because they probably haven't gotten it to the point where everybody can get it at the house just yet. But industrially they doing it. But that's the next step. That's how it goes, man. We getting closer and closer to Star Trek. Be like, hey, I need a hot chocolate, boop, and it just replicates one for you. So that's real cool to be able to see that. So let's see what else they got. Eat 3D and 3D Motive. Okay. So these are all different kinds. So a training subscription. Let's see. Ooh, this is well. So a Wacom tablet or Wacom tablet. So this I might upgrade my son's. I got him a one a few years ago. I'm looking at this one right now. It looks real snazzy. So if they're an animator, these are tablets that you can actually draw on, and it automatically renders it into the computer. So you're drawing on the tablet, it's showing up on the computer, and you don't have to do that transfer. But you got the purists that want to stay on the paper, which I get. But once you draw it and it's rendered into the computer, because you can do that anyway, then you can add shade, colors, and all kind of different things. So I don't know. I'm going to have to look at that for my son. I'll make sure I keep these windows open because, like I said, that guy right there is awesome. Digital Art Masters Expose Training Books. So, of course, you got the training books. I remember that was one of the things I used to buy all the time. We used to have the book fairs. When I was in school. They still do them now, but I think when I was in school, it was much better. They had all this stuff to buy. But I would always buy like a drawing book, a book that teach you how to draw, stuff like that. And I bought one of those for my son in the past, and he's used it. So, digital books, you can buy those books to teach you how to do that stuff, especially on the digital side. So if you want to get into animation, stuff like that. And now we also, as a gift, you could have someone come in. This is on the gaming side too. We have our cohorts in January starting on our game design pathway. We have our comic book creation pathway as well. So if you have a budding animator, budding game designer, go to pcxnow.com, go to Camp Level Up or Level Up Academy, and then you can see those two offerings there. We'll get them in. We'll get them right. We start them with the right foundation. So that's always a great gift you can give as well. So that's pretty cool. Shameless plug. Not shameless. I'm going to put it out there. That's how you got to do it. No shame there. All right. And so subscriptions to magazines. So, I don't know how much magazines are still in print right now. So it could be like a digital magazine, but to be able to see that. an anatomy mannequin. So, if you're into fashion, if you're into makeup, things of that nature, you can get a full what do you call it? Anatomically correct kind of a mannequin, so you can, dress it or, design your makeup designs on it, something you can do. So if they're creative in that genre, like on, Face Off is one of my favorite shows to watch. But if they create like that, then, buying them mannequins, even the torsos or something like that for them to create on and hang their stuff on, that's always a good gift for those creatives on the art side. Very good gift. All right. So clay. All right. They make a bunch of different types of clay now that are good for sculptors. So, you can be traditional with your traditional clay, working with your water. It's very tough, very hard to work with. But they start to make little different types of clay substances that you can use. And so that's real good. So if you got a sculptor out there, go look up that. Sculpey is a good kind of clay to get as well. It's a different kind of polymer clay, but it's very good. It's very, very good. Oh. Now, this is the number one thing right here. And this goes for any gamer, anybody on technology. You know what's a good gift? RAM. Random access memory. Extra space and storage. Exactly. That is always a good gift, man, to buy somebody. They do standalone drives. You get you a terabyte drive or a couple of terabytes or whatever, where you can just buy them and they can just, plug them in, pull off old stuff, and then start with some new stuff. And then also when you do something, you can put it on there as well and have something new on there. So those are awesome. That is like the number one gift. And then any upgrades in software that they may need. So there may be a different type of plotter is a different type of software I learned about. Shouts out again to the students over at Georgia State University. They use Plotter to do a lot of their storyboards. As a part of the game design process, you do the storyboards before, to understand exactly how the game is going to play out, to at least give yourself a visual of that. And so if you're in film and movies and animation as well, you want to storyboard what you're doing before you commit all of your resources to making something. So any upgrades in software that may be out there, check it out. There's always something good that you can get on as well. There's a lot of good free tools as well. So you can always look up for free tools for, comic book, animation, game design as well. But again, that makes you have to learn it and you have to get out there. So you have someone who really loves to do that, I would say that. So, those are the top gifts on the art animation side, man. Those last two is like real, real important. That RAM and that upgrades in software, you'll be good for the rest of the year. You'll be the best aunt, uncle, pop, mama, daddy, grandfather, grandmother. If you give that, man, you be number one. You be number one for the year. That's what you got to do. So look at those. All right. So thank y'all. That is the segment right there. I mean, we just gonna shoot through these right here, man. But I'm giving y'all some good information, man. I'm trying to make some happy homes out there in the world and everything. So that was the art segment. So now we're just gonna move this thing over into the music segment. Yeah. Oh man. Hey, Coach E in the house. Crane, Violet. Since we're in the music segment, I'm about to switch over my gears. Yo, son, yo, Cypher, yo, godson. We're in the music segment of the GameFi podcast, son. We'll talk everything gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. Right now, we're getting into the music segment, son, on the hip hop, son. We're having a good time up here in our last few episodes of the year. So let's see what's out there really good for our budding musicians out there. So when I was going back to that last segment, memory, software, you can never go wrong. So if you got a producer out there, there's a lot of cool software out there for them to try. The memory is always a good thing because they're always creating. So definitely looking at those will be top. Support for their music. So if they put something out, buy it. Buy their music. Buy the music. Same thing for the artists. If they put something out, buy it, pay into it. That's it. That's another number one. Merchandise. So that's something I'm going to be in 2022. I'm getting into my merchandise a little bit more. Matter of fact, my wife is. She's definitely her. She has a company called JT's. And so she's going to start doing that. And it's funny because her initials are JT, but it's JT's, TEES. So she's going to do that a little bit more. So that's going to be kind of cool to see that get off the ground. But that merch game, though, man, I mean, you know, there's a lot of entrepreneurs that.
We can talk about that, but I got a screen printer, so I got a screen print machine.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey. Multiple streams of income. For Christmas, I want multiple streams of income. For the new year, resolution, multiple streams of income. So we're going to make sure we do what it do. Yeah, man. So we're in the music segment. Let's see. What are the top gifts for music lovers? Or I say music producers. Let's do music producers. Top gifts that are out there for them. Let's see. Man, lo and behold, it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. So we got some good stuff out there. Yeah, plug-in. So you got your beat machines, any kind of beat machines. They get out there. Again, you got storage. So you got your portable storage devices. Let's see. We got an upgrade to your software. So look for any upgrades that might be out there on the software. Sound toys. So like a lot of those, so that's what they've done, a lot of it. So a lot of the production equipment that was like physical, they've made it digital. But it looks like the physical, they'll make it look like the same machine. And so they have those out there that operate digitally again. That's cool. Hey, you can never go wrong with some studio quality headphones. Yeah, studio quality headphones. So you can get the signal clear, as Andre 3000 would say. Okay. We got a Arturia Mini Lab MK2 inverted. So this is a Mini Lab keyboard with the beat pads as well. That'd be cool. So again, upgrade. Hell, a nice little studio pack, studio kit. You can get at it with your microphone, which Scarlett makes some really good quality. Get your headphones, and also your audio interface, and then your condenser microphone. Oh man, you can never go wrong with that. So that's always some nice little packs. Cases. Give some people a gift of to be able to store and move their stuff from place to place. That's something that not a lot of people think about. Especially you got some DJs out there. They take their equipment. Like right now, I'm got my Rodecaster in a busted up box I bring into the podcast studio every day. I need to get me a case, a Gator case, to carry my equipment in, and it keeps it nice and snug and safe, and it makes it easy for me to put it up. All right. Icon Collective online music production course. So again, courses, education, that's always a good thing. That's something we'll be working on for the summertime. Production courses for our students. We did some camps with that, but that's always good. Audio equipment covers. Nobody thinks about it a lot of time. You leave your stuff out here. Like right now, I'm looking at some syrup or something that got spilt on my Rodecaster. But if I had a cover that I could put on, they got covers for keyboards, covers for drum pads, covers for Rhodes or any other kind of equipment. Get a cover. Get somebody a cover. Keeps everything nice and clean. Okay, you got music production suites, a bunch of different types of them out there with the different programs that you can use. That's some good high quality microphones. So if you're gonna have a high quality headphones, you need high quality microphone as well. So don't forget about that as well. You can throw that in there. Slate Digital, they make a nice little sleek microphone that you can get. But Shure, all those folks, they make some good quality microphones as well. So, microphone guards, that'll be cool. Portable microphone isolation shield. So basically a portable studio. Portable studios, you can put it up where you need to, in a closet in the room. You can put it up into another room, but isolate folks off, get them in the lab, as they say. That'll be that's a cool gift to get for some creators. All right, keyboard covers, all right, with the shortcuts. So Again, you can program your keyboard to have whatever, and you can actually have the covers that are actually, you can put what the shortcut is, what it's going to do. So that's a pretty cool thing, again, to cut off that time. All right, Roland got the TR-86 Rhythm Performer. All right, so again, equipment. Oh, Tascam, what is it? It's a microphone recorder. I forget what I call it, like a Tascam. That's Tascam. But this, I'm looking at a handy recorder made by Zoom H6. It looks like it. Yeah, because they work real good. My wife has one. They portable, they digital, they pick up and record real good. I think that's about $250. It might be a little less now since it's been out for a while. You got different synthesizers that come with the everything you need. Oh, I'm looking at this. This is awesome right here. You know how you be like, man, how am I gonna build out a desk like they have at the studios? They actually selling those right now. You actually can get you output platform desk. Has a spot for your keyboard. Has a spot for, you know, all your different, your board, your sound board, your Rhodes, whatever other boards you're using. And up on top, it's a desk so you can put your different screens up, your monitors. And it's long enough so you can get your 3 monitors or however many monitors you need up there, or your big long monitors. And then on the side, it has the stands for speakers. So it's a nice little setup here. I might have to make sure I earmark this, see what it's costing like, because I'm thinking about gifts for my wife. You know, that's what she do. You know, she's back. She went back to school for a degree in music technology. This right here would be doing, because we got her equipment like all over the house. But if she has something like that can house her equipment, I'm gonna have to look into that. That might be the gift right there. That might be the only gift I can get her this year. I don't know. You know, what them ladies be expensive. But she showed me some other stuff she want to get. But I think if I got her that, she'd be like, bad. Now, this is interesting. Teenage engineering pocket operators. So this is a pocket. It says pocket operators are small, ultra portable music devices. These affordable hand-sized instruments are perfect for making music on the go. The collection includes a drum machine, bass and lead synthesizers, noise, percussion, and more. So they are great. So these are actually pocket-sized engineering boards. So, but it comes with your sound machine beat thing. So I know my son, they have, I forget the name of the app they pull on my phone, help them, you know, he just play around making beats or whatever. But this here right here is the same thing, but it's more for music, and it was created for music. And then also monitor stands, you know, either be for your speakers, monitors, and that's what these look like. You can never go wrong with that. Everybody needs a good stand they can bring in there and do what they need to do for the monitors, the speaker monitors. So that's awesome, man. They got a lot of cool stuff on here, man. Again, got the cases for plush cases for your different pieces of equipment. And then again, your space, memory space, all that's always good. And earbuds, man. So some earbuds or ear counseling earbuds are good as well. Beats are making them. Somebody is making a kind that you put in and it like forms to your ear.
I don't like those things. I hate those type of earbuds. Those ones that kind of just fit in your ear.
No, okay, but yeah, those. But I'm saying they make one that actually like you put it in your ear and you press a setting and it like molds itself to your inner ear, so it's real comfortable. It's your ear, because the ones you talking about is just like generic. You put them in, they fall right out. But this kind right here, you know, actually forms itself to the ear. And I forget who makes that, but that would be cool. You know, that's always good. So for my musicians out there, hopefully I gave some of your folks some good ideas. We'll make sure we get this one up real soon so they can get y'all and order these items for you for Christmas. I'm giving y'all some good stuff, so I need y'all to send me all those tracks and for beats and everything y'all make. Send them to me so I can hear them, man. Coming from these gifts I'm getting y'all for Christmas, man. It is what that's the number one thing right there. So that's pretty cool. So now, as we just getting out of this music session, we're gonna go ahead and go in this esports section. Yeah. Think y'all ready? GameFi podcast. Coach E in the house. Get my march on. We're doing this thing. gaming, art, music, esports, and film. We're in the esports segment. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for showing up and rocking out with us as always. Getting into this esports segment. So as we're getting closer to the end of the year, there are some tournaments out there that you can look up and be a part of. So make sure you're doing that. I'm going to add some things on our side. So just like we have game design and the comic book creation pathways, we also have a pro gamer pathway that's opened up. That's going to be opened up in January as well. And we also have the Youth Esports League that are going to be competing in the spring. So these are good gifts. So it's memberships to both of those. So again, PCXnow.com. You go right on. You can go ahead and gift a membership to your loved one, son, daughter, niece, nephew. You can get right in there so they can compete and they can build the skills and learn how to be professionals in the industry. So a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of tournaments at the end of the year that are going to pop up. So I always be on the lookout for going to that and support your young folks. Don't be afraid. Hey, if you know what, if you got a console, you got 2 controllers, start your own tournament. Do some tournaments and some. So over Christmas, just like I was talking about playing spades and bid and everything, go ahead and do a tournament for your family. Go ahead and get that going on. Young people, that's something you might want to do for your parents. Let them feel and experience what it's like to be in a tournament. And, you know, it could be for sweet potato pie. It's the grand prize. You know what I'm saying? Auntie's award-winning sweet potato pie, your grandmama's biscuits or something like that. Put them on the line. And then, you know, let somebody choose, or the person who will be the first person to open up their gifts or something. I don't know. Whatever y'all want to do. But that's how you can make it a lot of fun with that. But again, the spring season comes with a lot of opportunities for folks to do some different things. So, I mean, that's about it for esports, really. It's not a whole lot other than I'm just going to, again, talk about the Youth Esports League and talk about what we have going on in PCX. But I will say this. So I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, and so the Georgia High School Association, they've sanctioned esports as one of their as a sport this year. Well, it's been like that for the past 3 years, but they actually have their championship coming up, the state championship, just like it is for football right now. They have an esports state championship, and it's going to take place on December 16th at West Georgia, University of West Georgia. So that's going to be cool to go see. So if you all are in the Atlanta area, y'all want to check out a high school state championship for esports, check that out. All you have to do is go to the Georgia High School Association, and then you'll be able to get a chance to see and get some more information about that. Now, COVID protocols are in effect, so make sure that you understand what's going on if you want to get a chance to get out there. But that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to see if we can't have a tournament ourselves right before the end of the year. We ought to be able to kick one off, too. So stay tuned. Again, everything GameFi Podcast on all social media channels, Pharaoh's Conclave, PCX, you know where we are. You find out what's going on, and then you go from there. But you know what? Not going to dilly-dally too long on the esports side. We just going to run right into film. Hello. GameFi Podcast, Coach E here. In the film segment of the GameFi Podcast, we talk everything gaming, arts, music, esports, and film. We're on the film segment, one of my favorite segments, especially for today, since we're talking about what's coming out in December, what's the hottest things coming out in December. There's actually a good number of movies coming out real soon, so we're going to talk about this film on this side. I'm also going to drop a little bit of a hint for opportunity for you all out there that wants to do some crew work, some behind-the-scenes work, and start to kind of get into some of these productions that are going on. But we're going to talk about these films. And, you know, I like a good movie. And we had a debate. How do you feel? So Jay Black, have you really been going to the movies or are you just watching them from the house?
Both. I'm a movie person.
Me too.
Every Tuesday, I was at the movies. Like, before the because you know it's $5.
Yeah.
So I got the membership, so I get my $5 ticket and I get my $5 popcorn. So I love the movie experience, like, and that was just something that I treat myself, you know.
Right.
But I'm comfortable watching at home too.
Yeah.
There's certain movies you gotta go see
You want that experience on the big screen with the sound and everything.
I like the home thing. I like what they doing with the home thing.
Yeah,
Everything
streaming. I mean,
But I still like the movie experience, like the Purge. I went to go see that in the movies.
okay.
I went to go see
The Purge is a good one.
the
Eternals?
Eternals.
Oh, you did?
I went to go see that in the movies
Okay.
recently, so I'm going to see Matrix in the movies.
Okay. I was gonna say that. I was like, Matrix might be one of the ones you got to see in the movies. I remember them first ones that came out. They was, I mean, they was ooh. So, my wife and I was having a discussion. We were like, are movie theaters gonna survive? I think they will because movie theaters, those are big companies. They doing their thing right now, and I think they are agile enough to want to evolve. Now, see, Blockbusters had an opportunity to partner with Netflix before they came out. Even right then, when it was just to mail your DVD to you, that's what Netflix was doing. But then they evolved. But Blockbusters was like, "Why we need y'all?" Well, you still be in business if you did.
AMC are the big. They do have to change their business model.
Mm-hmm.
The current business model, I don't think they're gonna survive. And I think they do this already, like for independent filmmakers to be able to rent the studio.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they can do that, but I think they should start catering more to that too.
Yeah.
Tapping into that.
Yeah. Really tapping into people, like the karaoke scene. You know how people got the karaoke bars where you can go in and it's like a group of y'all can go. And actually, and I don't think a lot of people know that, movie theaters do rent their spaces out. And so you can do it. And it's but it's funny because the movie industry itself is very particular about that. So like when movies come out, they got to show them, and they got to show them for a certain amount of time. And so you can't really interrupt that schedule. It's got to be in the movies for them to, the money or whatever. But they do. So even if it's a movie that you want to see, you can actually rent that movie theater out, and you can sell the tickets at that point for people to come and watch it. One of the ideas, so they do that to change their model. Their business model is a little flawed, but I think over the years they've gotten better on it because they're more. We started to go to more of the movie theaters that had the food part to it. So like movie tavern, fork and screen, so you can eat and watch. And it was a smaller experience, a great experience. But they got to figure it out. And I think they might be a little bit behind the 8 ball in as far as if they wanted like stream to you first type of deal. But they slick been doing that because when movies come out, they'll say only in theaters. Only in theaters. They'll try to do that, but I think people are like, I'll wait you out.
I think it's the movies. They in the same dilemma that music was in when streaming started.
Yeah.
Because you still got the option to buy this music,
Right.
but you can still stream it. And with me, like with music, I was a person that bought physical CDs.
Yeah. You had to get the liner notes. You wanted the packaging. You wanted all that.
Look in my car right now.
Yeah.
But I would stream the album first, and if I like that album, I would still go buy it.
And I think, and that's the thing that they're worried about. They're trying to figure out if people are going to really, how much money they can get out of people. I'll put it that way. They're trying to figure out exactly what's going to be the market fit to be able to get what they need to get.
And I think they try to do it. They're going to have to become subscription based.
A subscription based, but you was talking about it.
They got that, I think.
You was talking about it because with your membership, you got your popcorn and everything with it. Because it's also expensive as hell to go to movies, especially if you got a family. That ain't cheap. That ain't cheap. And so it's like, do I pop my own popcorn at home and sit with my family and we go ahead and stream something, or do it? Because the other part of it is I ain't got to go out my house. I ain't got to put no clothes on. You know what I'm saying? I could be comfortable. I could pause it, do what I need to do. I haven't even seen. I've seen like maybe the last part of it, because that was one of the things we did. That was our movie night that we had over Thanksgiving, over the Thanksgiving holiday. We watched King Richard. That was a good movie. It was a good movie. And I put that on my tops of entrepreneurship, motivation movies that I watch. I got like a string of those movies. Like I gotta get ready for a presentation, or if I want to get in the mindset, like I'm gonna take this thing over, I watch that. So I say that if you guys are interested in something, like you should get you a string of movies that speak to whatever your interest is to motivate you to be better at whatever it is you want to become, that CEO. you should watch those movies because those are some good movies to watch. Now, we're not going to gloss over this Christmas season. And there's a lot of cool Christmas movies coming out, and I think that's starting to become a bigger share of the market, especially during time, because it didn't used to be a whole lot of Christmas movies that came out. But right now, there's a whole lot of Christmas movies that are out there, and there's a whole lot of diversity and inclusion that's happening in Christmas movies now as well. So it ain't just, you know what I'm saying, one group of folks, one ethnicity of folks doing Christmas. They showing you Christmas in all the different cultures and how all the different cultures experience Christmas and do Christmas on their own. So let's jump right into this as well. So what are the movies that are coming out in December? Boom. All right. We got a Nightmare on Elm Street movie coming out. And this is a reboot to the reboot. So I don't know. I'm gonna watch it because I'm a horror guy. Sci-fi, horror, those are and epic kind of period pieces. Those are like my top three. So I'm gonna go watch this Freddy Krueger iconic character. I'm gonna take a look at it and I'm gonna do it. So that's cool. Gabriel's Rapture. I think that's I'm not gonna call it a chick flick, but it looks like a nice romantic type of thriller type movie. American Underdog. The what's the guy's name? Kurt Warner, the quarterback. They doing the story on him. I saw some ads for it, so that's coming out. The Kurt Warner story, so that's gonna be pretty cool to see. Huh? Yeah, man, they pushing that thing. I think they trying to bring anybody into them theaters as much as they possibly can. They want to make sure they get a lot of people out. Stand By Me 2 is an animation flick. It's actually an IMAX movie, so that's going to be pretty cool for sensory. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty. The Matrix, Resurrections, Neo coming back out as an old man. We got a new Morpheus in this one, so I don't know how to feel about it, but I'm going to be interested to see how they talk about it. I think they're not picking this up as a new version of it. I think they picking it up as a reboot, like because he died in the last one, so this is him coming back up inside of the Matrix, being reborn, because they was like the chosen one always comes back at some point. So it's going to be cool to see how they make that storyline. So I'm going to be watching out for that. December 22nd is when that was supposed out. This is another one. Sing 2. Animated movie. Man, with the animals that can sing. I think they go on a tour. They're going on like a tour to sing this time. So that was pretty good. That was pretty cool. It was I had fun watching it. I love it with my kids. They love singing. They were very excited to hear about that one. The Kingsman. So they made that Kingsman series where it had this the young guy. It was like they were British spy type deals. It was pretty cool, but this is like a prequel. They're going back to kind of how all it started. So that's going to be a cool one. I think everybody should take a look at that one and go there. So I'll put a stamp of approval on the Kingsman. The Kingsman. What else they got coming out here? They got this Spider-Man, No Way Home. They got the one, so that's the one where the Spider-Verse, huh? No. So the animated one was Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales. This one is that same concept, but he went to Doctor Strange because the last Spider-Man, they told him, everybody found out that it was Peter Parker. They put it out there, I thought that was very interesting for them to be able to throw that out there like that. So this is him trying to get people to forget, and he gets Doctor Strange to cast a spell, but of course it goes haywire. What movie would it be if it wasn't haywire? But then, so all of the different some different Spider-Men are going to come into this one. I think it's a chance for the Marvel Universe to bring some of their old Spider-Man characters, because I saw on the trailer some of them get back in there with the new one that's out there. So it's going to be cool to see who all they cast and all of that different ones. So that'll be fun to see how they bring that back. I'm looking at the list. And and I shouldn't just go off of the pictures they put up, but sometimes that made me feel like whether or not I really want to go see that thing. Maybe, I don't know. So it's a couple cool things, and I mean, of course, there's some independent films that are going to be coming out. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm looking for the Spider-Man movie, the Kingsman movie, the Matrix movie. So those are going to be my action sci-fi. I've got my Sing 2 for my animated, so I'm going to be busy. Then I got my Freddy Krueger, and then I'm going to see that American Underdog. They also have this movie coming out. I was hearing on the radio, National Champions or something like that, where some kid who's like a Heisman Trophy winner, and then he says he's not going to play the championship game until all college students get compensated or something like that. So that's a new movie that's coming out too. I think it's called National Champion. I'm not sure, but that'd be a cool sports flick for people to watch. But yeah, I want to look on that one because I'm looking at the cast, especially on this Kings, man. It seems like a good cast of characters they put out there, good cast of actors they put out there to play in this one as well. But this time of season is for you to be with your family, to have fun, and really enjoy yourself. So coming from Coach E to you, well wishes to all your family. I know school's about to end. I think all colleges are over. I think all their finals are done. One more week left in the school year for students, K through 12 right now. I know my son, he's been doing very well. He actually got exempted from all of his finals, so he's actually going to get a 3-week vacation. He doesn't have to go to school all next week, so that's going to be pretty cool. But shouts out to the Warrior Esports family, the Warrior Esports team at Wilson Academy. We got our Christmas party coming up. Coach E is coming and bringing the wings and the pizza. We're going to have fun. So he is going to come with me to that, but he doesn't even really have to go to school, so that's pretty cool. But shouts out to all of you young people. Again, I gave y'all a pretty extensive list of gifts, ideas that you can go for wives and husbands, for children, even get for your parents. It can go up and down the ladder, so from the adults down and from the children up. If you're looking for something to get your parents, or you trying to get something for your siblings, these are all great gift ideas, man. So you just got to get out there and be creative about it. I think something that we've employed in my family is that we do a lot of making of gifts. So, you can always buy a gift, but, it's not frowned upon in our family that if you want to make a gift to give out to everybody in the family. I think a couple of years we did CDs. We actually recorded ourselves singing Christmas song, and I'm actually going to have to bring that up in here on the next episode. It's I'm Dreaming of a Black Christmas. It was awesome. So we're gonna play that on the next one so everybody can hear it. I put it down in the studio on that one right there. But it was real fun. I'm not the most gifted singer of my family. I can carry a tune, but we have fun. So we put that in rotation now. So you get your Donna Hathaway this Christmas, you get your Boys to Men Silent Night, and then we hit you with a little bit of I'm Dreaming of Black Christmas by Coach E. Actually by MC such and such. I think I was MC such and such on that one right there. But shouts out to everybody. Love y'all out there. Thank y'all for tuning in. And guess what time it is, y'all? I think I hear those sirens. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. GameFi Podcast. Thank y'all for showing up. You know what it is. Peace up. A-Time down. Your boy, Coach E. Hey. It's almost 2022, y'all. What y'all gonna do? Y'all getting ready? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep having fun and playing some games. I'm back on NBA 2K. I'm back on it. I'm in it hard now. I got bit by the bugs. So, hey, what y'all gonna get bit by? What bugs are gonna bite y'all over the holidays? Hopefully it's some good bugs. You don't want to get nothing that you have to get rid of at all. I'm just messing with you. But again, Coach E with the GameFi Podcast. Love y'all. Deuces.